So a question for you. How many coincidences does it take before we decide that there's been too many? And these coincidences, perhaps they're not just coincidences. And perhaps they're actually clues to get to the truth. Now, in the Summerwells case, I think we can all agree that the abundance of coincidences it way surpasses any other case. Any other case. You know, let's look at a few, shall we? Let's go right back to the beginning. And we think, look, for a start off, the coincidence of that this family already has a missing person within it. Rose, she's missing. She went missing quite a young age. I think the confusion with the Rose case is that people see that age progression picture, so they actually think that she was a lot older than what she was when she went missing. Rose was a young girl, and when people think of Rose, they think of that older generated picture. And so there's two young girls who are missing now, Summer and Rose. Another coincidence would be that friends of the family, they also have missing children. I know. Coincidence again, the fact that this family just happened to live near a neighbour whose partner apparently is involved in macabre stuff and is quite a dangerous person and has been now accused of supplying narcotics, whatever, for the purpose of potentially sedation of minors. Again, it could be a coincidence that we're just dealing with a lunatic who's making stupid things up. But again, coincidence, lunatic. The fact that this same neighbour who lives next door to them, she just happens to have friends who are registered SOs. And we have a missing child who, through pictures, it could be argued because of some of the things we've seen. Another coincidence would be the barrel with for sale written on it. Again, it might mean nothing. But there was a barrel, had for sale written on it. We have people around them that are connected to registered SOs. And she just vanishes off the face of the planet. We have the yellow Xterra, the one in the video that I've just mentioned, seemingly looks identical to the one that belongs or is connected to the neighbour, the aforementioned neighbour. Might not have anything to do with her, but I can't, in those two videos, see any difference. They look identical. People said that the windows look different. They don't. I've zoomed in and looked at them. They're identical. But again, it could just be a coincidence. The fact that Summer was due to go to school and she goes missing just before that happens. The fact that CPS were following up on a previous appointment, potentially, and they would do the day after Summer went missing. Possibly. Again, coincidentally. The fact that Summer went missing at all. You know, her parents were at work, her mum was at home with Grandis. Grandis would appear to be asleep. Candace was somewhere out of the way, and the boys were doing their own thing, so someone managed to get Summer or lure Summer away without anybody there seeing anything. Again, coincidence? Who knows? Could mean nothing, could mean something. We could go on and on. The list of coincidences here are in abundance. The fact that Don took the red Subaru and felt that he needed to have some form of alibi, 7 in fact. Could just be coincidence that something then eventually happened on the day or one of the days that he took the Subaru. The video that was accidentally taken of Summer in the car and then leaked to somebody online, was that, again, coincidence that it just happened to be a video that should have been a photograph? If that's the case, then why was it uploaded at all? Why wasn't it just deleted and a photograph taken? Because that has become a pinnacle point of this. The fact that we feel that there has been sightings of Summer on that day that she was sighted, confirmed, But the coincidence is that she had her head shaved and wore boys' clothes a lot of the time. And she could have easily been mistaken for one of her siblings. So was she indeed seen? Or wasn't she? Was someone else seen and they thought it was Summer? The coincidence that Don was just happened to be really upset the day before Summer went missing. Inconsolable. But then the following day, Summer goes missing. Again, could be just a coincidence. Could be a coincidence. Could be nothing. Could be something. The party 2 days before, and the people who had apparently gone home early. These arguments could be coincidental, could be nothing. Ronnie Lawson and his daughter hanging about with someone who is a primary person in this, Melina, and her daughter who was the friend of Summer. Again, just could completely be coincidental. Jose Roman involved in it. Come down, just happened to stay at the Wells house, and Don rushing home, remember, getting a speeding ticket. The altercation, he then left, went off grid, whatever. And then Summer went missing. But again, it could just be that this was completely innocent. It's coincidental. And the fact that later on, after he'd been online, talking about the story and the things that happened and didn't happen, whatever, he then winds up deceased. Coincidence? Connected? Who knows? The fact that we can't find anything about it to support it, to find it. Maybe that's just a coincidence. But how many coincidences can there be in one case before you think to yourself, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. And there's just one too many coincidences. Let me know down below what your biggest coincidence is. I know we haven't touched them all. I just thought I'd touch on a few. Get the old thought process working in your heads. Hit me up down below. What's the biggest coincidence? And let's see what we can find. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.